What's up, Stat Family? Told you we was coming back with another. We got NBA legends to explain how confident Larry Bird was. This is a live reaction. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that sub button, and comment below. Let's get it. You already know what time it is. Knockdown. Come on now. It's legendary. It's Big Bird. Y'all know that. It never gets old. No matter what it is, it never get old. I'll be ready to watch it. No faking, I promise you. I'll be for real. I'll be happy. I'll be ready. Must see now. Must see. It ain't like I'm just doing it just to be doing it. No. We really want to do this. It's something we really want to do. I never took hooping for granted, never. It's legendary. Shout out to the real legends as always. Y'all already know how it go. Knockdown. Ah! We're gonna have Big Bird. Let's get it started.
We're playing Phoenix and we're way ahead, okay? When we're down in the old Saddle Dome that they had outside.
Right.
And Larry, we're playing good as a team. Larry has the worst fourth quarter known to man. I mean, he's throwing the ball to the other team. I'm like, good Lord, we had like a 15-point lead. Next thing you know, we're down 2. And I'm like, oh, how in the world are we going to lose this game? And Larry says, I'm going to bust the play. I'm going to shoot a 3. And I'm like, Birdie, it's just getting to overtime. I'm talking to Robert. Robert, we need to get into overtime, man. Trying to get this ship right because we're sinking, man.
Right.
So, Larry not only tells me that, he walked by the bench and says, typical Birdie, just real slow, fixing to bust a 3 on your guys and go home. And so he breaks the play.
Maxwell waits. Maxwell gets it to Bird. Bird turns and shoots, and
Larry gets it. He looks at the bench and goes, told you so. That was Birdie. And he had the confidence. Man, that dude had so much confidence. He talked to the coaches. He talked to everybody. He was talking trash all the time, man. But fun. Great competitor, man.
So we playing them in the last play. He says to James Worthy, he said, you guys don't have to worry about it. I'm going to go right over there that corner. He said, they're going to set a screen for me. We're taking the ball out. He said, I'm going to curl right over. And he's telling us to play. He's telling us to play before they even take it out. He said, I'm going to go right over to that corner, and I'm going to catch it, and I'm going to shoot it, and I'm going to tie the game or win the game, whatever the case may be. They take the ball out, and I think it was either Danny or
DJ.
The late, great DJ.
Yeah.
Take the ball out, man curl right to the corner, caught the shot, shot a 3.
And made it.
It's like, are you effing kidding me?
We had a 3-point contest at the All-Star break, and Larry walks in and says, I hope all you guys in here are thinking about second place because I'm winning this. Excuse me? And he started shooting, and he just didn't miss.
Larry was the originator of getting in your face and talking trash. And then you sit there and you go, well, this guy up in my face talking noise. He ain't that fast, he's slow, but he knew how to aggravate you, agitate you enough to get you out of your game.
I was guarding in my rookie year. He looked at me and he goes, you can't stop me. And I looked at him and I said, gosh, boy, you're so confident. He was confident. You're a rookie. You don't know anything. He proceeded to score like 10 straight points on me. Coach took me out the game. He walks by and he's laughing at me.
Brad Daugherty told me this story when he was like second year in the league and they were in the playoffs against the Celtics. Down 1, Larry Bird catches the ball in the deep corner and he steps back for a 3. And before he takes the 3, he's like, oh wow, he's going for the win. He's not going for the tie. And so Brad Daugherty runs out and he head fakes him. And as he head fakes him, now it's 3-2, he hits him on the butt with the ball. And then he shoots it at the buzzer. And the confidence that hit him on the butt as he flew by him trying to block a shot, I'm like, there's no more confidence.
I remember we were playing Washington in Washington one night, and Larry just hit what would have been the game-winning shot, but KC called timeout.
it won't count. It does not count. Ball's going to call a timeout.
Larry came back to the bench, and he was a little upset.
He looks at the bench and says,
Hey guys, when I come back after timeout, I'm going to go right to the same spot. I'm going to kick it in.
He told Washington, I'm going to get the ball.
2 seconds left. The Bullets by 1. Aims to Bird. He gets a good shot in the Celtics win. Boy, this is something else. Incredible. Bird wins it at the buzzer.
How many people you know would talk to the other team like this and say, I'm going to stick it in your face?
We do have video of this. It lasted about 9 days, as a matter of fact.
Yes, it did. This was me getting 56 there against Detroit.
That's something you don't see often right there. Was a skinny Quinn Buckman.
And there I go, getting 56, feeling pretty good about myself. And it was 9 days later. As a matter of fact, towards the end of the game, Larry came up to me and said, I said, I'm going to come out. Minute and a half or 2 minutes ago to the game. Larry came up and said, were you crazy? I said, I'm had enough, man. We're ahead. And he goes, if I get that hot, I'm not stopping. Well, 9 days later, he got that hot. I said, you stopping? He said, no.
At the end of one of the trips, he had accomplished every goal. We hadn't lost a game on the trip. And Larry told all of us players and the media, too, we were all standing around waiting to leave. He said, tomorrow night's the last game of the trip. I'm going to play this one left-handed at least through 3 quarters.
What a performance by Bird.
And at the end of 3 quarters, the next night in Portland against poor Jerome Kersey, he had 27 points left-handed. And it was a remarkable performance.
Oh, man, Larry was so confident, so extremely confident.
Larry said, you guys want to win the game? And I said, sure. Yeah, absolutely. He goes, give me the ball and get out of the way.
They say, hey, Sean, you're starting tonight against Larry. And I was like, oh, I'm all for it, though, you know? So the X-Man, he didn't play, he had a sore knee. But my point to you is this, Larry gave me 50 and 3 quarters.
Oh, my.
He was hitting everything.
And he talked to me the whole entire game.
What did he say?
Well, first of all, he asked me to jump ball. He said, you the cat that broke all my records in high school, right? And I was like, yeah, that's me. He goes, yeah, you're the one that used to dunk my brother too, right? Eddie. And I was like, yeah, that's me. He said, I got you tonight. So every shot he was calling, at the defensive end, he would tell me, he'd be like, when I get down to the other end, I'm going to pump face you, get a hand warm on you, look at you, pull off the buttons. That's how cold Larry was.
Larry Bird catches the ball in the corner. I take off running out of Larry Bird. And right when he's getting ready to shoot, I jump. And as I go by, him, he tells me, he says, fly, Bird. And I go right by him, he shoots the ball, it's nothing but miles.
I got a pulled hamstring, so I'm not playing tonight. He walks down to me. Man, I'm sorry you're not playing. But he said, I'm going to tell you what. Since you're here, I'm going to put a show on for you. So you just sit back and watch, okay? And I'm like, man, get out of my face, man. I want to hear that. You know, that's Celtics and the Lakers. Every time he hit one, he look at me.
I remember the time when Larry got on the roll, started shooting the balls, every shot was going in.
Goodbye, she's gone.
I got the 2-pointer, it was too close. And when he runs by the bench, he goes, that's a heat check. Just see how hot I am. All right, he runs by Frank Layden, who's the funniest guy in the league. And Frank is coaching, and Larry says to him, hey, Frank, don't you have anybody on that bench that can guard me? He goes, well, nobody out here can. Frank looked at the bench and goes, no.
He was a basketball genius. He'd be a step ahead, a thought ahead, play the game like a chess game. I'd much rather guard Michael Jordan than Larry Bird because you have to play the game as a thinker when you're playing him. You have to get inside his mind. Larry wasn't quick, couldn't jump really high, but there was just some sleepless nights.
Bird takes the block. It's hot.
He made a bet with the trainer of the New York Knicks. And before the game, we were out shooting three. Larry and I were shooting threes before the game. And Larry, he said, hey, I bet you $20 you can't bank one in like that in the game. And Larry goes, you're on. And so the game proceeds, and we're behind we get ahead by about 20 points, the fourth quarter. Our bench comes in the game, and all of a sudden, you know, the Knicks are starting to creep back in the game, but it still feels like we have the game under control. And the trainer for the Knicks looks down at me and, you know, says, like, get Larry. his attention. He sends him the sign, like, you owe me $20. You never banked in a 3-pointer. And Larry goes, crap, I can't believe I forgot that, you know. And so sure enough, the game gets down to 7 points, I think it was, and Casey Jones puts the starters back in the game. And within the first 2 or 3 possessions, Larry gets a shot on the corner and banks in a 3-pointer. At that stage of the game, I mean, with a close game, I could see it with a 20-point lead, but I mean, I got so many of the confidence stories like that, but that's just, he cared more about that $20 bet than he did.
Oh, yeah. He was so cheap. I could just imagine. I didn't want to owe him $20.
Or he'd say, Danny, give me the ball, or DJ, give me the ball. I got this guy in the torture chamber down here. Why the guy was standing right there listening to him say it.
The ball went to Larry, and Isaiah was all out of whack. He had the ball at 3-point range. He goes, hey, who's guarding me? Everybody looked around, he just stood there, held the ball, and Isaiah said, he ran out there and just shot a 3-pointer. Too late.
They called timeout. He said, you know I'm going to get it. And I said, I know I'm going to be waiting. And I'm going to timeout, I'm going to go play, and I tried this one, we're going to run. All right, then she got the ball, you go over here, and you pass to Kevin, then you go to the corner, and Robert, you come over. Then about that time, Larry steps in and says, Coach, why don't you just give me the ball and tell everybody to get out of the way. Now, after the timeout, we walk back on the court, and Larry's going down to his position, so he tells Davey, he says, I'm getting the ball. Yeah, he said, I'm going to get it right here, I'm going to shoot it right in your face.
10 seconds. And Bird has the basketball. Look out. 2 seconds on the clock.
And you know, he was like, I didn't mean to leave 2 seconds on the clock. I walked back to the little sideline like, damn.
Larry Bird just phenomenal the way that he will contribute in the clutch time.
Do you remember? Well, you had the Bird night.
I had the Bird night. Yeah, that was a tough night, man. You know, the biggest argument that night is, well, you only scored 6 on me. You know?
But nobody was guarding Bird, were they?
Well, we were trying.
You were trying to.
Yeah, but when a guy is literally coming up the court, calling his shots, and, you know, Bird talked a lot of trash.
And that's in New Orleans.
That's in New Orleans. In that game, we're on the free throw line, and he's like, he literally says, left side, across the 3, and you're listening to him. That's a tough feeling.
But, okay, so you guys got, Antoine Carr and Cliff Livingston got fined by Fratello, I think.
And Eddie Johnson for celebrating.
Celebrating Bird.
Yeah, it was the best film session. Every time when I see Mike, we still laugh.
God,
it was the greatest film session ever, because back then you didn't have, you know, you watched the real game and just went, you know, with a video, and Mike rewound the celebration 20 times. He just kept, not the shot, he just kept rewinding it, showing the guys, you remember, they're giving each other a high five.
And then somebody falls off the bench.
Yeah, that was Eddie Johnson.
Yeah,
that was Eddie Johnson.
Yeah.
Eddie Johnson falls off the bench in laughter, and
Trainers
Antoine
laugh.
Carr and Cliff gives each other a high five. And our film session was 20 minutes of that. So it was.
It wasn't somebody not playing good defense on Bird. It was you guys celebrating Larry Bird.
And Fratello wouldn't let it go. He just kept rewinding. And it was.
I think Bird went by the bench one time too.
He fell in the bench.
Oh, he did.
And he called that one. That was the one where he fell in it. He literally said off the glass into the trainer. And, and so it was a bad night.
But you know, he always talked trash. I remember he talked trash against us, talked trash with against everyone else. But you know, the difference is he could back it up. He could back it up. You know, I remember, you know, like I was saying, growing up in Boston, people all used to always talking about that he can't jump, he can't do this, he can't do that. And you know, a lot of my friends was like that, you know. So I got to the league. I called all my friends back up. I said, you know, all that trash that you were talking, you need to squash all that. This man is great. He can, whatever you were saying for a man who can't jump, he's demolishing everybody.
So your guys are saying, how can you let this guy?
Oh, he's doing it on everybody. He's doing it on everybody. He's doing it on the best defensive players in the league.
He definitely was. He definitely was torching Rodman out there. It's just crazy though. This guy really came in the league and didn't need no trainer. He didn't need no trainer. That's crazy, man. I'm talking about his game was already game. Dude had a polished game already. Nothing needed to be worked on. Wow. This can't be made up. Knockdown. Come on now. I already know Big Bird a real legend around here. Can never go wrong when you're watching Big Bird, real legend, real hooper though. We ain't watching just to be watching it either. You real hoopers. It really do something to me when I watch Big Bird. He done really took his time out there and put that work in. You can tell he been out there in that court by himself. He got 1 million of them up, I promise you. It's legendary stories. I'm talking about you out there torching your favorite player, man. Come on, man. I can say it 1 million times. Like, that's just crazy though. He came in there with and he had an all-around game as soon as he stepped right on the court. He got a shot. He can pass. He can play defense. He know how to share the ball with his teammates. Anybody can know how to pass, but you know how to share the ball with your team. And he coachable. Come on, man. This dude right here was hell out there. Are you serious? You can't do nothing with him. You think you're going to beat him if you stop scoring? This guy got a whole nother damn package. Under a package. Motherfucker have 8 rebounds and 7 steals. Still win the game. With them 18 points, 10 assists, and 7 steals. It's a mind game. Yeah, it was a mind. He was playing a mind game. Torching them guys out there, I tell you that. For real. Was not playing. Every time I watch a game, I know I'd be serious. It'd be live too. We don't take no game for granted. It's legendary like always. Salute, Big Bird. Thank y'all, staff family. Thank y'all, Bird family, for watching the full video. We're going to be back with another video after this video. Make sure y'all stay prayed up. Y'all be safe. Y'all be good. You know what?